Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we headed out to Juno to try to get them to stop the surrender process in order, because, our reinforcements were arriving. But they said it was too late, but we got some help anyway, and so we headed into the underground areas where the surrender was going to happen and help fight off the beastmen in a big old fight. And, defended the city, won the day, and found out that the Nagmalata that we have been interacting with was not really Nagmalata. Someone else trying to interfere with things. And so, now that we have cleared that out, we are back onto the Windurst Nation missions, which I was getting ready to set myself up for, so decided to teleport myself out to Windurst in the past and triggered a cutscene, which is where we are at right now. So we have Teal and Meal. And Teal had said, before it got pushed off of the screen there, it said, Yuna, there you are. We were wondering where you'd scampered off to. Didn't you hear? There's a big powwow at Heaven's Tower, and that crusty old warlock warlord has called for all mercenaries to attend. The boss told us to make sure we didn't forget you. And we're off to Heaven's Tower. It seems all are present, so I'll begin at once. It hardly needs to be said that the situation faced by our Federation army, nay, that of the entire Allied forces, is dire. With the defense of Fort Karugandarugo and of Windurst itself, not to mention the recent skirmish at Saramug, our resources and manpower are being stretched to their very limits. The call for backup on the Genoan front has only depleted our forces further. No longer do we have the luxury of sitting around to ponder our next move. We must act, and act now. Nor is Windurst alone. Our allies, too, face the self-same plight. It is in these grim times that the Allied forces have decided to cast the die, to embark on one path that may yet lead us to victory. We strike at the heart of the enemy. We move when castles fall. The snow-swept peaks of Valadunia will be the site of our final battle. From today, the Federation forces will divide into two hosts. The warlocks, under my command, will march on the enemy, while the Mithrin mercenaries remain behind to defend the homeland. With one exception, Roma and the Cobras, I have chosen you to accompany me north. Understood. Looks like we've been tapped for house-sitting duty again. Boring. On here, I thought I'd be able to snag the heads of another beastman general or two for my collection. Are you truly so naive? With our army divided, the city's defenses will be stretched thinner still. The Yuguda are not likely to overlook this. Exactly. You must stay vigilant and be prepared to defend the Federation at the first sign of enemy movement. Of course, Warlock Warlord. You can rely on us. The rest of you, we will rendezvous with our allies at Sandoria for a briefing before we embark on the march northward. Ready your belongings and prepare to depart at once. Reports from Sandoria make no mention of any movement in the north. Is this information to be trusted, or shall we dispatch our own scouts? There is no need. If there is action, we can surely count on her to let us know. I see. So that was your plan in ordering the Leonian warlocks to stay posted up north? The next move belongs to the Confederate, but how will they play? Can we truly succeed without calling upon him? Him? Teal, Mill, you paid a recent visit to Sandoria, did you not? I'll be counting on you two to lead the way. Yes, sir, boss. We got it covered. Right, Mill? Leave it to me. I know those streets like the back of my paw. Well, looks like we're making the trip to Sandoria together again, eh, Tuna? It almost seems like fate, you know? Like we're destined to become traveling companions. There you go again, with the sappy sentimentality, Teal. You should hear her around the camp, Tuna. We're always bragging about how you're her best friend. Oh yeah? And what's wrong with that, huh? Are you mercenaries little kittens on a picnic? Enough with the vapid prattle. You know you heard the Warlock Warlord? We'll be waiting for you in Sandoria. Alright, here we go. I probably should have read the guide before coming out here. Actually, I need to... Okay. Make sure that I'm on the right macro set. Not that I really use many macros on Warrior. Alright. So, we need to travel to Sandoria in the past, of course. Wrong Sandoria. We're on far front, Southern Sandoria S. There we go. Alright, so we need to talk to Rostine. I think that's how you say the guy's name. Oh there, Tuna from Fair Windhurst, are you not? Well met. No doubt your legs are weary from the road, but I have orders to escort you to the castle at once. All parties have assembled, and there is much that needs to be discussed. Ah, Vana'diel. We finally get to meet the guy. As has been confirmed by the Kingdom's elite scouts. Tuna, I was wondering when you'd show up. Quickly, over here. The meeting's already begun. And who might this lady be? A mercenary under our command. Pardon the interruption. Please continue. The state-looking fellow doing all the talking is Vana'diel, captain of the Sandorian Royal Guards. He's briefing all officers on the tactical situation as it currently stands. Hosts from each of the three Beastman nations, Orc, Kadav, and Yagudo, are mobilizing in the north even as we speak. We have every reason to believe that they do so at the behest of the Shadow Lord himself. The Confederate has divided their forces between the Tavnazian and Valdonian fronts. Both are amassing resources and manpower, girding themselves for a full-scale offensive on our lands. Any further delay will mean our certain destruction. Thusly, we move at once. We march on Valdonia and commence the siege of Castles Val forthwith. Our first objective will be to establish a position in Zarkabard and the Bosidine Glacier, From there, we will surround Castle's Vol and strike at the heart of our foe. Commanders, ready your troops for the battle of their lives. We leave for Aldonia on the morrow. A detailed briefing will be held upon our arrival. In closing, a word to all of you. I stand here and see before me Windurstians, Bastalkers, and Sandorians. I see men and women who in days past might once have crossed swords as enemies. To see you today united under one banner for the glory of the goddess fills me with pride such as I have never known. The battle will be arduous, the enemy unyielding, but with your courage and valor, Altana's children will live to see a brighter day. Dismissed. I'm mounted on a red chocobo? Warlock Warlord, sir. An urgent transmission has just come from the Leonian War Warlocks. Please, take a listen. Master Caster Doron Fulun of the Leonian War Warlocks reporting. Warlock Warlord, sir. I have grave news. This is Robel Akbel. Speak. Our scouts just returned from Castle's Vol and... What are you doing? Let go of me. No! Have we lost him? Yes. Be quiet for a spell and listen good and well. That voice. As you march unwittingly toward the Shadow Lord's front door, the enemy has stealthily prepared another secret corps. What's more, this second army has been set in motion. A direct assault on Windurst would appear to be their notion. 10,000 or more, by my rough count. No matter how you slice it, a formidable amount. What? I might have handled them on my own, if I weren't stuck with your hapless war warlocks to chaperone. Roba Akbel, amend your plans on the double, or watch the Federation as the Federation is reduced to so much rubble. Your report is appreciated, Professor. That was exactly the information I needed to plot the necessary countermeasures. The Allied forces will proceed to Valdonia as scheduled. You and the Leonians are to join us there. Yes, I suppose I can do as you say, though I'll trust you not to get in my way. And so it begins. Leko, send word to the Federation at once. Their numbers exceed our estimates. You are to take command of the Cobras and stave the enemy off at Karugo Narugo. Understood? My esteemed Robel Akbel, whatever is the commotion. Excuse my discourtesy, Lord Valinaral. It appears that the Federation will have some unexpected guests. I've ordered Leko and the Cobra mercenaries back to the fort. Guests, you say? I see. Once you've regaled them properly, make haste to join us in the north. The battle will not be won without your aid. Yes, my lord. Well, Roma, Tuna, you heard the Warlock Warlord. We'd best head back to make preparations for the banquet. But before that, well, it would be the height of rudeness to show up at the party empty-handed, don't you think? Let's say we bring back a present to liven up the festivities a tad. A present, you say? Don't worry, I have just a thing in mind. A few hours ago, on the way to the briefing, I have come across an Allied supply caravan transporting a stockpile of arms. A quick peek inside the wagon turned up some items of particular interest. Dark fire cinders and faux light stones. I figured they wouldn't miss a few of them. What do you think? You're not suggesting that we steal from the Allied arsenal? Steal? Hardly. As full-fledged members of the Allied forces, we have as much right to these supplies as anyone. Why leave them to collect dust in an armory somewhere when we could put them to so much better use, no? I'm not so sure about this one. Come on, have I ever led you astray? Trust me, I have a plan. Remember our recent skirmish? It was that magic-resistant armor the beastmen were wearing that proved so troublesome. If we could somehow use the dark fire cinders and faux light stones to produce ammunition that could pierce through their protection, we could blast their magic armor right off and render them ball but defenseless before they even know what's hit them. Ever the resourceful one, aren't you, Leko? Fine, you can take responsibility when Vana'diel comes for our heads. When our plan wins us a rousing victory at Karugo Narugo, he's more likely to award us medals of honor. Alright, first, to convince that stern-looking gentleman over there of the righteousness of our cause... Okay. Let's see. Where are we going? Harbor Leon at the top left corner of H9, it says. Top left corner of H9. Alright, that's just pretty much to the west of here. I think. Yes, there we go. Alright, I'm counting on Tuna. A few artful words, and the dark fire cinders and full light stones will be ours. A moment of your time, good sir. Yes, I'm a busy man. State your business and be gone with you. Oh, it will only be a second. I couldn't help but notice the dark fire cinders and faux light stones you were carrying just before. Yes, what of them? They are reserve armaments that we were transporting to our secret cache. Can't very well leave such dangerous materials lying about the street, after all. Oh, but certainly. I can see that you're most prudent in your duties, but this cache you speak of, might I inquire as to its whereabouts? Why, thank you, sir. I most certainly endeavor to be. As for the stockpile, we recently relocated it to... Wait a minute. I've not seen your faces before. Are you truly soldiers of the Allied Forces? State your affiliation. We fight for the Mithra mercenaries, yes? I see. And just what sort of outfit might that be? To cut down our enemies with our swords. Oh, and axes, and spears, and clubs, and any other manner of sharp and or blunt melee weapon we can get our hands on. Is that so? And you say that you serve the Allied forces of Altana? Yes, we're giving our all. I ask you, how do you suppose this war will end? The Allied forces will triumph, because they have to. Indeed. And what do you feel holds the key to this conflict? The Shadow Lord's true identity? Incidentally, why is it that you seek the dark fire cinders and faux light stones? To save Windurst. Sure. Very well then. I can see that you are loyal servants of Altana. Forgive me for having doubted you. One can never be too careful these days. Apparently you can answer the questions any way you want. And it doesn't matter, but... The supplies have been moved to Laval in preparation for any regional skirmishes that may arise. You're welcome to whatever you deem necessary for your cause. Oh, And I'd be remiss not to tell you that they've been well hidden. Buried, actually. It wouldn't do to have them discovered by beastman curs, after all. Many thanks, loyal soldier. May the goddess be with you. Well, Tuna, it looks like we're making a detour to Laval. Very well. I shall return to the fort and ready our defenses. Yes, by all means. Let us make haste, Tuna. We mustn't be late for the party. Alright. Off to Laval. Which, that should be relatively easy. I think there should be a survival guide nearby. No. Nervallen? Yes, right there. Jugner Forest. Okay, so here in Laval, we'll be heading to K9. Alright, let's see. K9. It's not too far away. I will get out my trusts just in case. The usual suspects here. And I am going to go ahead and sneak up. Level 76. Even at 89, they would give me some trouble. What is going on here? Okay, we're looking for New turned Earth. Okay, whatever event was occurring is over. Excellent. Very good timing. No, that's not what we're looking for. There we are. New turned Earth. Right there. Looks like we got the ingredients we came for, Tuna. Now all we need to do is spice them up a bit, and we'll have a dish that'll be the hit of the party. I've heard these stones are being used in making of particularly potent enchanted arrowheads. Let me take care of them. I've got a friend in the Windhurst Boneworkers Guild who owes me a favor or two. As for the cinders, if my memory serves, these are used in casting of what we call Beastbane bullets. I'll give them to you. We'll give those beastmen a welcome they won't soon forget. Now, the only place I recall that could handle an order for Beastbane bullets is the gunpowder room in Bastock. They've sealed their gates tight to outsiders ever since the war began. If we were to go there now, we'd be turned away without a second thought. But you already know what I'm thinking, don't you, Tuna? It's time for you to help us in the way that only you can. We'll be waiting for you at Fort Karugo, and do hurry, our guests are unlikely to have qualms about arriving early. May the goddess protect you. Yep, because he knows that we are from a different time period. So we need to head to the metalworks in the present day. Alright, good. My warp ring is equipped. Let's get out of here. Alright, Bastock, Metalworks, the gunpowder room. I'll try home point 1 and see if that's close where we need to be. Alright, where is the gunpowder room? The gunpowder room is there. Now, is that the upper level or the lower level? I think that would be the upper level. Though I could be mistaken. Nope, there it is. Alright, we are looking for Striking Snake. There he is. Yes, you need something? I have no time for idle chit-chat. Son of a hexagon. Are those Darkfire cinders? What in the goddess's name are you doing with those? I see. Bullets to blast through magic armor, you say? You wouldn't be looking for something like the old Beastbane bullets they used back in the Great War, would you? Ah, stirs up memories in this old Gonka's soul, it does. After the war ended, I never thought I'd hear the name again. Goddess only knows what you'd want with these old things, but yes, I think I could do it for you. There's just one catch. The casting process requires some rather rare ingredients. Liquid quicksilver and Gilead sulfur, to be exact. Provide me with what I need, and the job is as good as done. Where to find them, you ask? I haven't a clue. They say there was once a plentiful supply in North Gustaberg, but it was exhausted completely by the war's end. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go mining. Because, apparently, those two items are key items, which means I can't go buy them off the auction house. Lovely. We're gonna have to actually get some pickaxes and go out and mine. Very well. Should be able to pick up some pickaxes. I think that there is a shop in port. Is that right? Or is it mines? Well, we'll check this one first. I mean, mines would make sense. No, it's not here. Okay. No. It's down the stairs. Down the stairs. Gavin's travel gear. Yep, there we go. Pickaxe. Stack of 99? You know what? Might as well. I'll go... Any I don't use, I'll just store for later. Oh, you mean to tell me I already had pickaxes on me and I didn't even check? Aye. Okay, fair enough. I completely forgot that I had some on me already. Ah, well. Doesn't hurt to get another stack. Alright, we need to go to North Gustaberg S. Okay. Alright, so we need to head out to Gustaberg. Just a sec. Alright, so we are in North Gustaberg. Alright, I think the easiest mining points to get are going to be up on the hill, Zegum Hill. Because the other ones are down the ramp on the western side of the map, or they are way up north where Palboro Mines entrance would be. But the ramp to get up the hill is literally right there. And hopefully, this is going to be a relatively straightforward... There's a mining point. Relatively straightforward process. I created a macro that should just mine. I got the liquid quicksilver, and that was it. Okay. There should be another one, I think, along this wall. Be a couple more. Oh, I don't see it. Alright, well, we'll head up. Actually, before we head up, let's just check all the way to the end here. No, I do not see a mining point. Looking for any little green dots on the map to indicate that there is a mining point in the area. Or the sparkly little dots. I'm hoping there's at least one more mining point up here. There are several potential spawns for mining points up here. It's gonna stink if there was only one. There should be one down there. Nope. Oh, there's a green dot, but that's the monument, not a mining point. Wide scan does not show mining points, yes? No. Well, crud. That's awfully annoying. Alright, well, let me go look around for some more mining points on my own, and once I find another one, I'll be back. Alright, I was just moving around the hill again, and I found another mining point. Alright, I got the sulfur. Excellent. Alright, let's go deliver the goods. Alright, striking snake. We got the stuff. Oh, well, look at this. It seems I underestimated you. Well, a promise is a promise. One order of beastman blasting bullets coming right up. Good craftsmanship takes time, but I'll be done before you know it. Why don't you head to the markets and try to get yourself a gold carp or two while you wait? Ah, yes. Okay. Wait one game day. Another one of these. Alright, well, I got an hour to wait, so what I'll go ahead and do is end the episode here. I think we're probably good to do that now. And then when we come back, we'll get our bullets, and then we'll head out to the fort and fight the beastmen. So, we'll go ahead and stop here for now, and we'll work on that when we come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.